Albert Spaghiari had his own small photo studio. He lived a normal, middle-class life, but deep inside, he never liked it. His studio was right next to the Société Générale Bank in Nice, France. One day, for a money transaction, Spaghiari went to the bank. Inside, he heard a faint sound. He heard a deep, echoing gurgle like water running underground. It was coming from inside the bank vault. That strange sound stayed in his mind. For most people, it would mean nothing. But for Spaghiari, it lit a spark, and then, thought turned into a decision: the Société Générale Bank would be robbed. From that moment on, Spaghiari was obsessed. He studied day and night. He looked at blueprints, made plans, and started to create an idea. One day, Spaghiari went to the bank. Cleverly, he says, "I want a locker account." The banker opened the locker account, then left the room. Now, Spaghiari was alone. He took out a loud alarm clock from his suitcase. Carefully, he placed it inside the locker and closed it. That very night, he had already set the alarm clock to ring at the exact time. That night, he returned to the front side of the bank. He waited just for that one moment. After the alarm rang, he stayed there for another half an hour, and in that time, he realized something. Even at night, there were no unusual sounds. There were no signs of tight security systems either. That bank had no alarms, no sensors, nothing. There was an important reason why Société Bank had no security at night. At that time, it had the most advanced locking system compared to any other bank. Not only that, the locker room had very thick walls. The bank believed that no one could ever break it. Spaghiari started drawing plans of the bank and its lockers. He began deciding how and where the operation should happen. Soon, he realized one thing: he couldn't do this alone. To carry out such a big operation, he needed help. So, he started looking for the right people to join him. At that time, Marseille was a city full of bars and criminals. Spaghiari went there and met some of his old friends. Through them, he connected with a few local criminal gangs. He carefully selected 3 men from there for his mission. Then Spaghiari revealed his plan to them, and they made a deal on the spot. Finally, Spaghiari, his 2 friends, and the 3 recruits formed a team of 6 men. Then Spaghiari and his gang reached the area around Société Générale Bank. They started digging a tunnel from a sewer connected near the bank. For electricity, they secretly tapped into a nearby streetlight connection. Before starting the work, Spaghiari gave them strict rules. Work must continue day and night without stopping. They would work in shifts, changing men regularly. No coffee, no alcohol during work, and after finishing each shift, everyone must sleep for 8 hours without fail. The tunnel construction from a drainage channel to the bank locker took around 2 months. The tunnel was approximately 10 meters in length. At that time, France was celebrating its grand national holiday, Bastille Day. During this festival, all banks across the country remained closed for an extended period. Spaghiari and his team took advantage of this rare window. They entered the Société Générale Bank through the tunnel they had dug and reached the locker room from below. Once inside, they didn't rush. Instead, they made themselves comfortable, preparing food, drinking wine, and relaxing inside the vault. It almost felt like they forgot they were in the middle of a heist. After meals, they resumed their task. The bank's basement held nearly 4,000 safety deposit boxes. The team targeted over 300 of them. They filled bags with cash, gold, and valuable items, altogether estimated to be worth over 100 million francs. It became one of the biggest bank robberies in modern history, although they didn't realize it then. Before leaving, Spaghiari left a final message on the vault wall, a cryptic line that would later puzzle investigators.
Your dirty dishes and back your rover down the driveway, drive it down the highway.